Good morning, everybody. My name is Nagachandrika Pallam, M.Pharmacy, Assistant Professor in Sri Datta Institute of Pharmacy. Today's topic is Pharmacy Act 1948 for the subject of pharmaceutical jurisprudence for the year of B.Pharmacy final year. What the student will learn from this topic means, what is the learning objectives means, students will know the regulations of the how it is regulated, the profession of the pharmacy, and how they have practiced the pharmacy, and to rise the status of the pharmacy in India. So how it is origined, so everything he will learn, and the constitution of the pharmacy, how it is constituted, and what is the composition of this PCI, and what are those functions, everything the students will learn. And not only that, the students will learn the constitution of the State Pharmacy Council, and not only that, education regulation, and what is the registered pharmacist, what is the first register, everything he will learn by this Pharmacy Act. Okay, so these are the contents I am able to discuss: history of the Pharmacy Act, introduction, amendment acts, chapters, and objectives of the Pharmacy Act, Pharmacy Council of India, education regulations, State Pharmacy Council, Joint Pharmacy Council, first register, registered pharmacist, and offences and penalties and references we will discuss in this subject. Okay, from this, so how it is origined. So before early, I already told you, the early 20th century, there is no restriction in the pharmacy practice of the pharmacy. Not only that, they are concerning about the profit only, they are not concerning about the quality. So that's why the poor quality of the service also we observed in the early 20th century, and absence of the recognized curriculum. So there is no regulations or standards for the profession of the pharmacy, so that all those things leads to great harm to health of the public. So that leads to so many deaths. So coming to the introduction, what is a Pharmacy Act? So Pharmacy Act is nothing, it is an act to regulate the profession of the pharmacy. So from the pharmacy, so to sell, so quality, how safety and efficacy, how we will maintain means by the by who are qualified persons who prepared these drugs. By the qualified persons only we can give them, make assurance for the safety and efficacy. So this act mainly for that, to regulate the profession of the pharmacy. That means after introduction of this Pharmacy Bill 1945, the Government of India consultation with the Drug Inquiry Committee and the Health Survey Development of the Committee enacted that Pharmacy Act in 4th March 1948. So after the Pharmacy Bill, when it is 1945, so after that the central government of India, what it did means, it consulted with the two committees, means Drug Inquiry Committee it consulted, and all after the enactment, after the introduction of the Pharmacy Bill 1945, the Government of India consultation with the two committees. So what is the committees means? Drug Inquiry Committee and also Health Survey Development of the Committee. So by this consultation, they recommended this Pharmacy Act. So when it is enacted means 4th March 1948. So how we will remember this act means, after independence means 1947 is our Independence Day. So exactly 1 year after the Pharmacy Act is introduced, the act extended to all the states except the Jammu and Kashmir. So all the in India, all the countries implemented except Jammu and Kashmir. So it is introduced by the 5 chapters covered with the 46 sections. So extensive amendments were made in that act. So what are these 5 chapters? Very, very important, these chapters. So what it contains, these chapters means, what it contains means, the chapters 1 to 5. So the chapters converted into the Pharmacy Act. So first chapter contains the introductory. That means immediate coming the action. So the chapters covered in the Pharmacy Act, what are these? That means 5 chapters: chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. Chapter 1, it contains the introductory, means immediate coming action. So immediately, what are the actions we have to take for the pharmacy profession? And second chapter, it contains the PCI. PCI means Pharmacy Council of India. Okay, next one is the immediate come in action. This is the immediate come in action. So Pharmacy Council of India constituted in 1948. CMM Pharmacy Act in 1948 and Pharmacy PCI. Don't confuse with these years. Pharmacy Act is 1948. Exactly 1 year after Pharmacy Council of India constituted, 1949. So chapter 3 is the State Pharmacy Council and the Joint Pharmacy Council they implemented. And chapter 4 is the registration of the pharmacist. So what is the first register and how to give the certificates for the registered pharmacist? They are discussed in the chapter 4. And chapter 5 is the miscellaneous, like what is the education regulations, all those things they discussed in chapter 5. So see, Pharmacy Act mainly 1948 deals with the 5 topics, very important topics: Pharmacy Council of India, Pharmacy Council of India 1949, and registered pharmacist, and education regulations, and State Pharmacy Council and Joint Pharmacy Council. These things we are about to study. So Pharmacy Act main deals with the four concepts. One is the Pharmacy Council of India, State Pharmacy Council of and the Joint Pharmacy Council, and education regulations and registers. So first we will discuss about the Pharmacy Council of India. So what are the before going to the Pharmacy Council of India, we will discuss about what is the objectives of this Pharmacy Council of India. So what are the objectives? So to regulate the profession and practice of the, what is the main objective means to regulate the profession and pharmacy of the practices. So how it should be, pharmacy profession, how it should be. So what is the, how to regulate this pharmacy profession? What are the practical hours? What is the theory hours? So what is the subject? What is the syllabus? How to frame these subjects? So for this we need a teachers. So teachers, how they made a one committee. That committee, the council consists of the number of teachers. So these teachers will frame how the syllabus will be, and what are the practicals it should be, and what are the theory subjects should be, and how many hours it should be, and what are the project works, and all those things include they are discussed in the Pharmacy Council of India. So to regulate the pharmacy and practice of the pharmacy, the first main objective. Next is constitution of the Pharmacy Council. So to regulate this profession, we have to constitute one council. That council is nothing but the Pharmacy Council of India. So who will present this? Means this Pharmacy Council of India contains the ex officio officers and teachers, and also registered pharmacists and medical councils, and also the AICT. So all the members will present in this Pharmacy Council of India. So the next one is the State Pharmacy Council of India, Joint Pharmacy Council of India. So these things are constituted. So next one is to provide uniform education and training by the Constitution, education regulations. So uniform throughout the India, uniform education. So see, suppose for example, each university having different pharmacy syllabuses. It should not be like that. So now how we implemented all India is only one syllabus for the pharmacy, that is the PCI syllabus. So what is the goal of this one means to provide uniform education, means and also the training program should be uniform, and by how it will be uniform means by constituting the education regulation. So next one is the regulate the first register. So how to maintain this first register? So register is nothing but it is a book, so in this book we have to enter the names. So whose names we are entering means who are qualified from this course of pharmacy, those persons names will be included in the first register. Okay, so that and also that who are registered their names, that person will get the certificate. So which certificate means registered pharmacist certificate they will get. So we will discuss about them. So what is the main objective means to regulate the first register and a registering pharmacist. Not only that, control over the Pharmacy Act with implementing offences and penalties. If they are violated, so it will coming under the offence, and for that offences they will punish with the penalties, with the imprisonment or the fines or the both. Okay, these are the objectives. Next, coming under the PCI. So we will discuss about it. So first, how the pharmacy profession is regulated means by constituting the PCI and State Pharmacy Council. So who will present in this Pharmacy Council of India means who will design this education means a syllabus and practical hours. So how to implement how the seminars should be, and what are the project work should be. Who will frame this syllabus and the course of this pharmacy means these Pharmacy Council of India members only. They will frame these rules and regulations. So what are those? So who will present in this constituent means elected members, nominated members, ex officio members will be present. Elected members, what do you mean by elected members? Elected members means from the members, among the members only they will elect, among the members they will elect one person. That person we call it as a elected members. Nominated members means voluntarily they will announce some members as a nominated members. So ex officio members means already experienced in some department. They are already experienced in some pharmacy departments. So regarding the drug controller or the medical health services or the central laboratory. So who are experienced, so who are retired people, those members, their knowledge will utilize. They will we call it as those members we call it as a ex officio members. So elected members, who are the elected members means 6 members. 6 members we are elected by the University Grant Commission among the teaching staff of the Indian University of the affiliated college conducted the degree. So teaching from the teaching staff only 6 members we are electing. So the teaching staff, how it should be means they should be qualified from they should get degree or diploma program in the pharmacy. So they should get the certificate of the degree or diploma program in the pharmacy, and out of the at least one teacher of each subject of the pharmacy chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacy and pharmacology. Means out of the 6 members, 3 members, at least 3 members should be pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacy or pharmacology. These subject he should teach. Okay. Next one is 1 member elected from among themselves by the members of the Medical Council of India. So Medicine Council of India also 1 person we are electing. That means that is nothing but the doctors or the nurses. So the medical department, from the medical department we are appointing 1 person for giving the advices about these drugs. So the 1 person we are about these courses. So that's why we are appointing 1 person. So 1 member from the MCI. So 1 member from the each state. So each state 1 member we are electing. So by each state Pharmacy Council should be registered pharmacist. That person should be registered pharmacist. Okay. So 1 person from the each state we are electing 1 member. That person is the registered pharmacist. Okay. So 1 person, 6 persons from the teaching staff, 1 person from the MCI, and one person from the registered pharmacist. And next, coming to the nominated members, 6 members nominated from the central government. So at least 4 persons. So see here, at least 1 persons from the these subjects, but here 4% should get diploma or degree from the these practice of the pharmacy or the pharmaceutical chemistry. So the teachers should be qualified from these subjects. Okay, and 4 members should be qualified from these subjects. Next, 1 person here, elected members, MCI here. 1 person from the it is replaced by the AICT or the UGC. From the AICT and UGC, 1 person we are electing. So next, 1 person, same as it is like elected members, 1 registered pharmacist we are taking, and each state nominated by the representative government or the union territories as a registered pharmacist. So we are taking, so here 6 members from the central government, whom at least 4% should have the degree quality. Here there is no need, he should be a teacher. And here the 1 person from the UGC or AICT and 1 person from the registered pharmacist, ex officio members. So 1 person from the Drug Controller of India and 1 person from the General Medical and Health Services Government of India and 1 person from the Director, Central Drug Laboratory. So see Amma, these drug laboratory, 1 person, the director, the person should be director. Okay, and here general medicinal and health services, that person should be director. Okay, retired, that person should be retired. Okay, so that person act as a ex officio members. So total members, how many members means 18 members plus 2 means each state 1 person. So each one person, that means 2 into 2n. N means denotes the number of states of the union territories. So we are having the union territories, that union territories, we are appointing 2 persons, means 18 plus 2, 18 plus 2 into n. So that persons we are electing. So executive committee of the council consists of president. So who will elect these presidents means these members only elect, there's a pharmacy council of members only elect this president, vice president, and also 5 members. So the president who will appoint this president means these PCI members only appoint this president. Okay, so elected by these members only, and vice president also, and not only the president, vice president, other 5 members also, the executive members, they will elected by the council among its members only. So next one is the register comes, 1 secretary will be present, so that person elected, and other staff may be required for carry. So if the person, the president or these members can be, if the person is absent for 3 consecutive meetings, the person will be removed from this Pharmacy Council of India. So at the time they will elect the member again. Okay. Next one, what are the functions of this PCI? PCI means prescribing the, so PCI, these are the members. So what they will do? So what are the functions? What duties they will do means they prescribe the minimum education standards. So they are prescribing minimum education standards required for the qualification of the registration as a pharmacist. So for the pharmacist, for the register of the pharmacist, so minimum qualification should be there. So for that qualification, what are the minimum education they should have to enter this qualification? So all those things they will prescribe. Okay, not only that, framing the rules and regulations known as the education regulation with the approval of the center. So not only that, they are fixing the rules and regulations for these members. Okay, not only that, fixing the duties and powers and the framing the rules and regulations, and also the frequently inspecting the institutes if they are maintaining the minimum education standards or not according to this PCA. And not only that, approving the institutes, so they will give approval or the results by this Pharmacy Council of India only. So approval of the foreign qualifications also, if the student want to pursue further education also, they will approve by the PCI only. And maintenance of the central register of the pharmacist. So one register they will maintain. So this register contain the names of the pharmacist, okay, who are qualified from the courses. Their names will be entered in this register. So after registering, it will be entered into the PCA central register that will be maintained by this PCA only. And control over the institutes, if they are violated means they will punish by the law. Next one, education regulations. So how it will be framed means education, the subjects of the provisions of the section 10, the Pharmacy Act 1948, Pharmacy Council of India, approval of the central government, making the regulations prescribing the minimum standards education required for the qualifications as a pharmacist, called the education regulation. That means what are the subjects, what are the subjects for the provision of, so Pharmacy Council of India approved the approval from the approval of the central government, they framed the regulations for prescribing the minimum standards for the education. So what are the, so for example, I am giving for the D Pharmacy, what is the minimum qualification means 10th is the minimum qualification, 10th pass is the minimum qualification. For the B Pharmacy, what is the minimum qualification means they should be the minimum qualification is the intermediate, and they should pass the MSET, pass through the exam of the MSET. So what is the qualifications for the MPharmacy means after minimum 4 he should be graduated from the Bachelor of Pharmacy, then only he can get entered into the, he can pursue the MPharmacy subject. So like the Form D, what is the minimum qualification? So by the NEET exam, like the MSET, through the MSET exam, that is the minimum qualification of the exam, the ranks should be present. So these are the, so minimum standards for the education required for the qualification of the pharmacist, they are designed by the ER. So education regulations prescribes, so what it prescribes means minimum qualification for the admission to the course. So what is the minimum course, intermediate or the 10th or degree or like that, their minimum qualification they will prescribe. And what is the nature or period of the course? So what is B Pharmacy, D Pharmacy, or Form D, or J Pharmacy, or M Pharmacy, which type of, what is the nature of the course, and how many periods? If D Pharmacy means 2 years, B Pharmacy means 4 years, M Pharmacy means 2 years. After completion of the 4 years of the degree, they have to graduation, so they have to pursue for the M Pharmacy 2 years. Okay, PhD, what is the PhD course period? 3 years. If it is part-time is different, full-time is different. So the course study they will frame. Not only that, the nature and period of the practical training to be undertaken under the completion. So how many practical hours? 250 to 300 practical hours should be conducted for the B Pharmacy. Okay, so these are the practical hours. So it is the main GPAT question number. So subjects of the examination, so which subjects should be present for the B Pharmacy? So for D Pharmacy, what are the subjects? For the Form D, what are the subjects they have to, students have to study? So all those, the standards and their standards, so all those things prescribed by this education regulation. And not only that, equipments, what are the equipments for the running of a laboratory or while teaching, what are the equipment, what are the facilities they have to provide by the institutes? All those things they are prescribed in education regulation. Next one is the condition fulfilled by the institution giving the practical training. So what are the for the practical training, what are the conditions they have to fulfill by them? So institute, what they have to provide for the students for the practical training, that also they will prescribe. And not only that, conditions to be fulfilled by the authorities holding the approval of the, so to get qualification to get qualified from this exam, from the course, they have to conduct the exams. For that, if they pass the exams, then only they will consider as a qualified pharmacist. So for that, what are the approved exams? So which exams they have to conduct, when we have to conduct, so semester wise or year wise. So this is what are the authorities, according to the authorities or the universities, they will conduct the examinations. Okay, so these examinations, so who will approve means by this education regulation only. Withdrawal or approval, withdrawal of the approval. So when the if they given approval also, that can be withdrawn. So when at which cases means after investigation, any after that means after the inspection of any institute conduction, approval of the course study does not continue to be conformity with the education regulation, then it may be withdrawal its approval. So it is not maintained by the education regulation, they are not following the rules and regulation, they can withdraw their approval. Okay, approval of the course and examinations. So what are those means, how they will approve of these examinations means applicant by the institution. So whatever the college, so now it is Sri Datta Institute, so they have to apply for the ER regulations. Why they have to apply means I'm establishing one institute, so I want to conduct these exams, and this is the curriculum and all the facilities, my institute is having all the facilities for training this program. Like that, they have to fill the application, they have to submit to this ER regulation. Okay, so after inspection, approval and declaration, they will give the approval only. So the qualification of the pharmacy granted outside of the India can be recognized by the PCI. So if they want to, the student want to pursue their studies out of the country also, who will approve means PCI only approved. Okay, and citizens of the foreign nationality can be eligible for the registration when the Indian national holding the same qualification is allowed enter the practice in that country. So if some people want to pursue their studies, if the foreign students want to pursue their studies in our India also, what are the qualifications for the Indian people? Same qualifications will apply for the foreign nationality students also. Okay, so same conditions, same practice, whatever we are practicing in India, same rules and regulations apply for the foreign nationality also. Coming to the State Pharmacy Council. State Pharmacy Council, same as it is like a PCI, elected members, nominated members, ex officio members. CMI in this State Pharmacy Council, in PCI, mainly 6 members will be present from the teaching staff. Here there is no 6 members. Here only 1 registered medical practitioner, means that is a physician, and 6 registered pharmacists. In the state there is no need of teachers. Here only the physician, 1 physician, 6 registered pharmacists can elected as a member. And nominated members, who are the nominated members means 5 members from the state government, but these persons should get qualified, should get the degree or diploma certificate from the pharmacy, but at least he should the practice, study the practice of the pharmacy, pharmaceutical chemistry, and a registered pharmacist. Next one is the ex officio members. So who are the ex officio members means, here in that the PCI, Drug Controller of India, the director of the Drug Controller of India is the ex officio members. Here Chief Administrative Medical Officer of the state, from the state, who are the medical officer, that person, Chief Medical Officer, will act as the ex officio members. Not only that, Chief of the Drug Control Department of the state. Here in PCI, central drug controller department, they will appoint as a ex officio, that to director. Okay, here chief of the state drug control department elected as a ex officio members, and 1 person from the government analyst appointed by the state. Here we have to mention a state under the Drug and Cosmetics Act. So in PCI, what is the who is the ex officio members means here is the government drug director of the drug laboratory. Here the analyst, government analyst appointed as a ex officio members. Okay, coming to the president and vice president elected by the members from the among themselves only. Every 5 years they will change the members, body will be changed, and a casual vacancy will be filled by the nomination of the elections. If the person is failed to 3 consecutive meetings of the 3 consecutive meetings, the person will not allow for the act as a member. Okay, next one is what are the functions of the State Pharmacy Council. It is different from the PCI. State Pharmacy Council may fix the rates and remuneration to be paid to its officers. So the State Pharmacy Council, what it will do, they will appoint some officers. So whatever the they will appoint some officers. So for the officers, how much rate we have to, how much salary they have to give, all those things fixed by the State Pharmacy Council. And what are the allowances, what are the fixed rates and remunerations should be paid to the officers, all those things fixed by this State Pharmacy Council. Not only that, the council has to furnish the summary of its annual activities and accounts. So whatever the annual activities means, what is the register form, they are maintaining the first register. Okay, that register activities. So annual year means every year activities and their accounts. So how much they collected the fees. So all those things they have to submit to the PCI. Okay, so state government have to be submitted to the PCI. Not only that, 1/4 pay fees is collected by the State Pharmacy Council, that have to submit to the PCI. So whatever they collected the fee, 1/4 fee they have to send to the PCI. Okay, next, State Pharmacy Council can appoint the inspectors to the inspect the premises. Whatever they will inspect the institutes. Okay, so they will by appointing a inspectors. So what are the drug dispensed and the compounds, and investigate the any complaints received. So all those things deal by these inspectors. Not only that, according to the registration of the pharmacist and maintenance of the register, so they will maintain the first register. I already told you they will maintain the first register. So not only that, first register, what it contains means the names of the pharmacist, what is the qualified persons, means graduated persons or qualified pharmacy students will register their names in the registration of the pharmacist. They will act as a registered pharmacist. So every year after 1st April, so after 1st April, what they have to do, the State Pharmacy Council shall supply 5 copies of the register to the PCI. Means they are maintaining the, so what they are doing, they are maintaining the first register. So these first register copies means every year 5 copies, what are the activities they did. So all those things, 5 copies they have to submit to the PCI. When they have to submit? After 1st April. So coming to the Joint State Pharmacy Council. So here they are the elected members, nominated members, and ex officio members, same as it is like PCI and State Pharmacy Council. Here, what is the difference between Joint Pharmacy Council and State Pharmacy Council means? Here I will give one example. If you are graduated from this Telangana state, but you want to open your dispensary or the pharmacy at another state, then what you have to do, you have to go, you have to apply for the Joint Pharmacy Council. So Joint Pharmacy Council is nothing but the near states only they will do. Okay, so if you are registered by this Joint Pharmacy Council, then they can dispense their medicines, or they can pursue their studies in another state also. Okay, it contains the elected members. So same as it is like State Pharmacy Council. Here 1 person, 1 registered pharmacist, and 3 to 5 registered practitioner, that is nothing but the physician, and 3 to 5 registered pharmacist. And nominated members, who are the nominated members means 4 to 5 members. So So 50 of members. So in this 4 to 5 members, 2 members should be get degree, should get the holder of the degree or diploma of the pharmacy or the pharmaceutical chemist or the registered pharmacist. So who are qualified from the degree or diploma, they are can member act as a member of the nominated members. Okay, so ex officio members, same as it is like a state pharmacy council, ex officio members also, and chief administrative medical officer, and also the drug controller of each state, and government analyst act as a ex officio members. So same functions same as it is like the state pharmacy council. So state pharmacy council, one state is to serve the needs of the other state. So if the state here their student is want to pursue their studies in another state, that means they have to fulfill their needs also. These state needs they have to fulfill the other states also. If they want to open their pharmacy, pharmacy means they have to consult this joint pharmacy council. Council has to prepare the annual accounts statements and amount of the expenditure and shared by the all the states. So so whatever the annual fees they have to submit to the PCI, same as it is like state pharmacy council. According to the registration of the pharmacist, maintain the register. Here also they are maintaining one register, and it contains the names. So these names, whose names means who are qualified from the courses, those persons those persons names will be included in the register pharmacist. And every year 1st April, same as it is like a state pharmacy council. So every year after 1st April, state pharmacy council can supply 5 copies to the PCA. So send to the PCA. Okay, coming to the registration of the pharmacist. So first registrar, the name itself tells that registrar is nothing but a book. So first book means that is nothing but that is maintained by the government. So whether it is a state government or the central government, they will maintain one book. That book we call it as a first registrar. So this registrar contain the names. So what is according to the Pharmacy Act 1948 provides for the registration of the pharmacist in all the state government. So it is mainly for the who are qualified the pharmacists. So those pharmacists can register their names in the first register. Okay, as per the Pharmacy Act 1948, first register has to be maintained and contain the names of all registered pharmacists. So same as it is. And first register are prepared by the consent of the state government, hand over to the state pharmacy council, same as it is like so first register, what it contains, it prepared. Who will prepare this first register means state government will prepare this book. This book is, who will prepare this book means state government will prepare this book. So then hand over to the state pharmacy council. So state government will prepare this book and it will hand out to the state pharmacy council. Okay, so next one is state pharmacy council has to be maintained first register and the subsequent register. So any subsequent registers they have to means under small registers means they have to sign the their names, their signatures, all those things. The subsequent registers also they will maintain by the state pharmacy council. So what is first register? What it contains? So first register I already told you. Then who are qualified persons, that their names will be registered in the first register. So what it contains means the full name of the person, registered pharmacist, and also residential address. So their name and their permanent address, they will be included in the first register. Not only that, the date of his first admission to the register. So when he is admitting to this first register, that date also they will include, and his qualification, whether he qualified from the D pharmacy or the B pharmacy or the N pharmacy. So that qualification they will enter into this book. Okay, not only that, his professional address, and if he is employed by any person, the name such as name of such persons also they will include. If the person is pursuing, so he is doing employed as a teacher, otherwise he is employed as a registered pharmacist. So what his job, that job nature of the job and the person details and professional address, everything also will be included in this first register. Okay, next one is other particulars as may be prescribed. So what it contains means conduct certificates, TC certificates, all those particulars also they are prescribed in this first register. So how to register, how the register is formed. So who will prepare this first register? State government constituent registration tribunal for the preparation of the first register. Who will prepare for the first register means state government will prepare this first register by notification in the official gazette. So this tribunal consists of a registrar. So one secretary will be present. This tribunal consists of one secretary and 3 other members. What they will do means they will prepare this first register. Okay, so the state government fixes the date on and on or before which the application of the registration with the prescribed fee shall be reached the tribunals. So these are the things can be fair, the dates, fixing the dates, and also state government only fixing the date when these when this registration for the tribunal, that also they will keep it in a gazette. Okay, after verification of this application, if the tribunal is satisfied, so all the things if they satisfied only, they will give permission to the state pharmacy council. Okay, so they will give to the state pharmacy council to prepare the register. Okay, so maintaining the register, and first register prepared by published in the official gazette. Here gazette is, it is nothing but the government book, so that book we call it as a gazette. Okay, what are the qualifications? So the qualification of the entry name of the first registrar. So so for the registering of their names into a register, so what are their minimum qualification? The name, the age should be 18 years, and their it is a state pharmacy council, no, that's why the particularly the person should be living in that state only. So those persons name only included in that state pharmacy council. Okay, so now what is the qualification? So qualification, he should hold a degree or diploma of the pharmacy or the pharmaceutical chemistry of the Indian Institute. Not only that, he should have, if he is having 3 years experience in dispensing and compounding of the drugs, that means he is selling their drugs or dispensing is nothing but the selling their drugs in if he is experienced in 3 years, means he is also eligible for registering their name in the register pharmacist, and has passed the compounders exams and its equivalent. So the person should be qualified from the compounders exam, and or he should get the 5 years experience in compounding and dispensing of the prescription in the hospitals. So that person, if he is qualified, if he is having the experience of the 5 years experience in the hospitals as a compounding of the means preparing the medicines or dispensing of the medicines, then that person also eligible for this register pharmacist. Okay, and the registration of registration, how it will be registered? The person who's finished the register their names in the council, they have to send their application into the prescribed form. So the who want to register their names, they have to fill the application, so in a written wise. So in the in written wise, after that the fees they have to pay the fees as according to the certificate. So after receiving the application, it will be verified by the registrar. So after, if the registrar is satisfied and the application is duly qualified, her name or his name will be entered into the register. So if the registrar examine this application, if he satisfy only, they will enter their names into the register. So after verification in the registrar issue the certificate. So after entering, he will issue the certificate to the concerned person. Okay. Next, coming to the registration has to be renewal or annually and pay the prescribed fee. So if the person, if the person doesn't want to come to regularly, annually, or every 5 years, he is not coming regularly, means he can pay the lifetime certificate as a lifetime. So by paying the fee, so prescribed fee they have to pay, and annually they have to renew. Okay, if any person is pays prescribed the fee of the lifetime membership also they have to take. For that, it will increase amount they have to pay. So no need to renewal annually. So if he is life membership, means there is no need to renewal yearly. Okay, so this person can be obtained as a title as pharmacist. Okay, if he is he have to, and annually he have to pay the fee, and he have the minimum qualifications. After that, he have to fill the application form, and fee he have to pay, and all the verifications, all the details are verified by the registrar. Then only he will give the certificate as a registered pharmacist. Registered pharmacist, until as a he can then he are eligible for the dispensing of their drugs or practicing of the pharmacy. Okay, if the registrar feels the applicant is not qualified as a registered pharmacist, that means whatever the qualification is having, those are fraud, otherwise they are manipulated, then the registrar can reject their application. Okay, so entry and removal of that day, how it will entry already discussed, removal we will discuss. So registration by the error. See, if the applicant having any name mistakes, means any alphabet he missed, or the name wrongly they printed, means they registered wrongly, means they can remove their names. Okay, after 30 days period he can appeal again. Okay, and if he has convicted as a offense, if he is doing any wrong things, their names will be removed from this book. So if as a registered pharmacist, or a practicing of the pharmacy, he is doing any offenses, means their names will be removed from this book, and surrender the certificates. They will collect their certificates, and surrender of the certificates of the register and publication in the gazette. So they will take their certificates back, and that also will publish in a gazette. So on, so person is not eligible for this register pharmacist, like that they will publish in a official gazette. So what are the offenses? Offenses means if the false claim to be a registered pharmacist, means he is not qualified, but then also he is acting as a registered pharmacist, then what is the fine? Means for first convention, means first mistake they will fine as a 500 rupees. Subsequent means further mistakes, how much they have to pay? Means 1000 rupees they have to pay. And also the punishment of how the imprisonment, means imprisonment here is nothing but the jail punishment, 6 months imprisonment they have to. And dispensing by the unregistered person, means so he is dispensing, so he is not registered, then also he is dispensing the medicines, then 6 months imprisonment, and sometimes fine they will they have to pay 1000 rupees, or both they have to be pay. Okay, next, failure of the surrender of the certificate of the registered. If the certificate, if he is not surrendering, if they are withdraw their name and they are not surrendering their certificates, then they have to pay the 50 rupees fine. And obstructing of the state pharmacy council inspection, if the person is inspecting the institute, or he is inspecting the pharmacy, if anyone are objecting that person, means that person also eligible for the punishment. So what is the punishment? In means 6 months imprisonment, or the fine is the 1000 rupees, or sometimes both they can implement. So these are about the Pharmacy Act. So thank you.